eller avslutar liv. Pust.
Så var det som att andas genom ett halvt sugrör.
Sen hade de ringt ambulans då. Så var jag död.
Tony, snabbt! Hjärtstillestånd.
Nya avsnitt av Livräddarna onsdag Etan.
Ja, Hasse, nu skulle vi haft en kaffebricka här och lite trevligt. Nej, alltså vi har inte med oss sånt.
Sommaren står för dörren och invånarna på den lilla ön tinar upp. Det krävs hårt arbete för att hålla liv i vänskap, familj och kärlek.
Du er bare sur.
Det er jeg ikke.
Jo,
Nei.
Er det han som drukner? Det er en av teoriene, va?
les du andre sine brev.
Hjärta och smärta.
Hallo?
I himmelblå. Måndag klockan 21 i Etan.
I Afghanistan tjänstgör drygt 500 svenska soldater.
Vi är överens nu, va? Vi vill bomba Kullen, eller? Kom.
De har till uppgift att skydda folket mot kriminella och talibaner.
امنیت شما همه رقم بگیرید شما ممکن امروز اومدین فردا پس میرین پس فردا پس میرین باز اونا میاد باز چی کنه این مردم بده
Finns några fiender där så hoppas vi på bomba då.
Krig för fred. Seriestart på onsdag i Etan.
Ett säkert vårtecken. Alla är där. Den första riktigt stora tävlingen för säsongen. Och du kan se fram emot direktsänd golf i absolut världsklass. US Masters ikväll i SVT.
Om en halvtimme börjar den tredje tävlingsdagen i US Masters och vi sänder direkt först i SVT 24 och sen klockan 23 tar vi här i Ettan över. I SVT Play kan ni se hela härligheten och ni som är på språng kan se det i mobilen. Det är nu 50 år sedan John F. Kennedy svor presidenteden och ännu fascinerar Kennedy-klanen världen. Måndag och onsdag nästa vecka visar Tvåan en fransk dokumentärserie om familjen Kennedy. Sedd genom barnens ögon berättad av familjens barnflickor. Och nu då till den omtalade kanadensiska dramaserien om USAs älsklingsfamilj. En serie som inte fick visas i USA. Någon menade att den inte är historiskt korrekt. Ryktet menar att det är en Kennedy som satte stopp. Och makt, det har de ju the Kennedys och har haft i generationer.
So tonight marks the end of this campaign. Tomorrow, in our time-honored tradition of freedom, America will make its choice. If elected, I welcome the challenge of serving as president and of defending that freedom in its hour of maximum danger. Though half the globe now lives under tyranny, the kind of society that we build here the kind of power we generate, the kind of enthusiasm we incite will tell whether darkness or light overtakes us all. So I ask that you join us tomorrow, moving America forward, making America a great beacon of light for the 1960s and for all time.
Senator Kennedy, at 43, would be the youngest man ever elected, and the first Roman Catholic. A naval officer in World War II, he was severely wounded and received the Navy and Marine Corps Medal for heroism. The Kennedy campaign has been largely a family affair. The candidate's brother, Robert, has served as a campaign manager, and with financing provided by Senator Kennedy's father, Joseph P. Kennedy, one of America's richest men. Though the elder Kennedy is estimated to have spent as much as $10 million, the race between Senator Kennedy and Vice President Nixon is a virtual dead heat.
Damn it. If I don't do it myself, it never gets done. The buses in Bridgeport never showed up. There are old people who can't make it to the polls, and we need every vote. Rendon tells me his people need another 300 grand. Wire it to him, but not to his headquarters. Go through Al Wirtz. Then I want to talk to Mayor Daley and Pat Brown in California.
Dad, I think the weather's looking good in the entire East Coast.
The buses in Bridgeport never showed up.
No, I had that all arranged.
I had to take care of it myself. I got cabs and limos from funeral homes, so if Jack loses out there, it's on your head.
I know, Dad, I know. Anyway, Mayor Wagner called, said the turnout in Harlem is running...
18% higher than projected. You got anything useful to tell me about besides the weather?
Would you like some grapefruit?
No, he doesn't want grapefruit. He needs to check on the buses in Trenton. Bobby. Just go out there and help us win. It's what we do around here.
He kicked again. He's been doing it all morning. Daddy, wanna come feel the baby?
Well, of course. Let's see what's going on in there.
Do you feel it?
I do.
Today's a big day. Your daddy's going to become president. Now go get dressed.
Bye, honey.
How are you feeling?
Oh, like hell.
They don't have a nursery in the White House.
Well, they do. It's called the cabinet room. Let's not worry about the floor plan until they count the votes.
You know you're going to win.
No, I really don't.
And why were you singing Hail to the Chief in the shower?
Was I doing that? It's a very catchy tune.
Tom? Tom? I want you to get on the phone and make sure those buses are rolling in Trenton the minute the polls open, okay? Jack, you're behind schedule.
Sorry to rush you, but you have radio interviews at 9, 9:30, and 10. And then this afternoon, I have you set up with the AP, UPI, and possibly Cronkite.
I was hoping to go to the golf course.
Jackie, I need you to do an on-air segment with WBX Boston. Can you do that for me?
Oh, you canceled that, Bobby. She's worked hard. She's done enough interviews. I want her to rest.
Well, Jack, I appreciate that, but it would help his campaign tremendously if you could rest tomorrow.
With all due respect, I don't believe one interview is going to make a lot of difference.
It's all right, Jack. I'll do it.
No, when we get back from boating, I want you to relax with Caroline, really. All right, where's Dad?
Well, probably fixing my mistakes.
A record number of Americans, upwards of 67 million, go to the polls to elect the 35th President of the United States. Citizens from Maine to Hawaii record their choices as the attention of the entire globe focuses on the contest for the leadership of the most powerful nation of the free world. The Democratic nominee is an early favorite, and first returns bear out predictions in Mr. Kennedy's favor. But GOP standard bearer Richard Nixon is staunchly supported.
Is that it?
Senator.
Here are the latest numbers from North Carolina and West Virginia.
How's the turnout been so far?
Heavier than expected.
Really? Thank you. Like that, yeah.
Harry, you were one of the great presidents, and Jack's gonna rely on you, but we gotta win first. Now, those Baptists in your state are worried about this Catholic thing. Now, you gotta let him know that he won't let his strings be pulled by the Pope. Yeah, I know you will, Harry. You're a true patriot. Yes, regards to Bess.
Thank you.
That son of a bitch. You know he wouldn't let him drink scotch in the White House because I own the import rights?
Joe, dear, are you ready?
For what?
Will you come to Mass with me?
Oh, Rosie, I've got a stack of calls this high, each one more important than the last.
What could be more important than praying for Jack?
Getting the Polak vote out in Detroit. I'll go with you tomorrow, sweetheart, after Jack's elected.
See that he eats a good lunch, will you, Michelle, dear?
Yes, Mrs. Kennedy.
Finest wife a fella could have. But I don't understand her faith. I admire it, but I don't understand it.
You don't believe that God had a hand in all this?
Oh, absolutely. Here is God's hand. My hand.
Gotcha!
Hey.
Just short of the first down.
How are you?
Good. You?
Good.
Jackie all right?
I think she's fine, really.
I ran into the crew at WBX. They said she wasn't feeling well, couldn't do the interview.
No, Jack just wanted her to rest. She's fine.
Well, I can pinch it for her if you think it would help. I can tell him what it's like to be part of the Kennedy team.
You wouldn't mind doing that? I think you'd be great. I'm gonna tell him.
I'll go get changed.
All right.
There's Daddy and me at our wedding. Who's that?
Grandma and Grandpa, Daddy and me. Who's that?
Your Uncle Joe.
I don't have an Uncle Joe.
He was Daddy's older brother. Wasn't he handsome?
Ambassador Kennedy is very anxious to talk to the governor. Well, can you ring through to the residence? All right. Yes. Please have him call Ambassador Kennedy as soon as he arrives. Yes. Thank you. Left word for Governor Brown.
Why are they writing about me? Wall Street manipulator, appeaser of Hitler. None of it's true.
You shouldn't read these things. They just upset you.
It could cost Jack the election.
It won't. He'll be fine. Let me make you some tea.
No. I don't want any tea. Just stay with me.
Are you feeling all right?
Yes. I've been thinking a lot of Joe Jr. today. I miss him.
Roosevelt named you ambassador to England.
How do you like that?
Proud of you, Pop. Me too.
Well, you know, this job is a springboard for me. War may break out in Europe, and I'll be in a perfect position to make sure we stay out of it. In 2 years' time, they'll be handing me the nomination on a plate.
What do you mean? Dad's gonna be president, Jack.
Roosevelt will have finished his 2 terms. If I keep us out of the war, I'll be a shoo-in.
But you're a Catholic.
I'm an American. When my parents came over in steerage, they worked themselves sick, so there'd be clothes and food and something for the plate on Sunday. In the old country, they were Mr. and Mrs. Kennedy. In Boston, they were a couple of Micks. Well, this Mick is going to the White House, and nobody will ever say we don't belong. Now, if you boys don't remember anything else I say, remember this. It's It's not what you are, it's what people think you are. And with the right amount of money, you can make them think whatever you want. We're on our way, boys. This country is ours for the taking.
Despite a series of broken promises by Adolf Hitler, Prime Minister Chamberlain of Great Britain has staked his political future on a negotiated settlement with the German Chancellor. Hopes seem to be fading, however, that war can be avoided.
And this is for the president only. Dear boss, perhaps a note from you could buck up Chamberlain, assure him that America is committed to avoiding conflict in Europe at all costs.
And any concessions to Hitler must be viewed in that light.
That's very good. You can add that.
What makes you so sure Hitler's gonna keep his word this time? That's not our concern. You read what Lindbergh's been saying? We couldn't beat the Germans anyway.
I'm confident, Mr. President, that you share this view. Keeping us out of the war will, in this young man's opinion, will be the enduring legacy of your administration. With love, as always, etc., etc. And put it in the noon pouch.
All right, Pop. I'm off to the club. Lunching with the Foreign Secretary. I'm lunching with the Secretary's secretary.
Oh, we're due at the palace at 8 o'clock.
That Jack is quite delightful.
Yes, but it's Joe who's going places. Hitler's demands on the Sudetenland of Czechoslovakia amount to nothing more than a reunification of the greater German Reich. The desire of German-speaking peoples to be part of the same nation seems to me to be no more unreasonable than the desire of English-speaking people to be united on this blessed island.
Has he cleared this with Washington? Why should he? It's the truth. It's not the truth. No. That's his opinion.
We referred to the expansion of our boundaries as manifest destiny. Herr Hitler has renounced further territorial claims on the continent of Europe, and we would be ungenerous not to take him at his word.
Why would we take him at his word? He's been lying since the moment he took power. That's not our problem. That's all Dad's saying. Dad is going against everything that Roosevelt's been saying. Going against Roosevelt's gonna make Dad president. You worry too much, kid. Dad's the most popular American in Europe. Roosevelt can't touch him. He wouldn't dare.
Britain and France have declared war on Germany. In London, Ambassador Kennedy still maintains his opinion that America should stay out of it, a position that has caused friction between the ambassador and the Roosevelt administration.
Joe, dear, we're going to be late for this reception unless we... Joe? What is it?
That was the White House.
The White House?
I'm out, Rosie.
I don't believe it. The president fired you?
No, he didn't have the guts. It was his Jew boys, Rosenman and Morgenthau. They wanted me out. I embarrassed him, they said. They called me an appeaser. They made it sound like I like Hitler. Said I was anti-American. Me! And Roosevelt listened to them.
So what are you going to do?
Oh, I am going to throw everything I can at that son of a bitch. I'm going to spend whatever it takes to make sure he doesn't get reelected.
No, Joe.
When I want your advice...
You are going to endorse him for a third term. He gave you, a Catholic, the most important diplomatic post this country has to give. People will think you're ungrateful if you come out against him. You'll never be able to hold your head up again.
I don't care what people think!
Well, you should, Joe. Because there's more to this family than just you.
You're right.
About what?
It is over for me. But this family is not going to disappear. I'll make sure of that.
America has been attacked without warning. That's the dramatic, the almost fantastic news that Presidential Secretary Early tells the press. And throughout the nation, the news is flashed. It's war. American lives lost. American property destroyed. With growing resentment, Americans learn of the treacherous assault. We didn't start this war, but we can finish it.
All right. Take care of yourself, Bobby. Eddie, you stay out of trouble, huh? Girls? Take care. I'll see you soon, okay? Be good to Mom.
Oh, I hate the idea of you flying over Europe.
Well, we're in this thing now. We've got to win.
No, but if I could write Hitler a check and get him to call the whole thing off, I'd do it.
I'll be fine, Dad. I'll bring you back some medals and wave them around when I run for Congress.
That's just the beginning. You'll succeed where I failed. You're gonna go all the way.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. I knew it the second you got that call from Roosevelt.
I love you, son.
You too, Pop. Save my clippings, huh? Start planning my campaign.
You read Walter Winchell's column this morning?
No, I missed it.
Well, I know you don't have your brother's common sense, but damn it, Jack. One of ex-Ambassador Kennedy's sons is the target of a Washington gal columnist's affections. So much so, she is divorcing her explorer groom. Pa Kennedy, no like. Now, the FBI were bugging her phone.
The FBI? Must have been a slow week.
Inga Arvad, Danish national. J. Edgar Hoover thinks she's a Nazi spy. Is it true?
She is Danish.
Oh, for God's sake.
Look, she's not a spy.
She's under investigation. Now, you can do what you like after the war, but what you don't do now is embarrass me and hurt your brother's chances by carrying on with this girl. I got you a desk job in Washington to keep you out of trouble.
I didn't want a desk job. I wanted to get out there. I wanted to fight like Joe.
One son at risk is enough.
I'll make you a deal. I'll lose the girl. You get me into combat.
I had to phony up your medical records to get you in the Navy in the first place.
I did it once, you can do it again. Look, Dad, I want this, okay? I need to get out there, and I need to do something that matters, or I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life.
Write to me, okay?
You bet, Jeannie.
Me too.
Well, take care. Be careful.
So remember, when the bullets start flying, duck. And don't bring me home any half-Jap grandchildren.
Well, I hear they keep PT boat commanders pretty busy, so... Thanks for letting me do this, Pop.
Take care of yourself, Jack. One club.
One no trump.
Three no trumps. Hello.
May I speak to the ambassador, please?
This is the ambassador.
This is Commander Michael Donovan of the War Department. Mr. Ambassador, I have some news regarding your son.
Which one?
Your son, Lieutenant John F. Kennedy. His PT boat was rammed by a Japanese destroyer. Now, we found the wreckage, but your son and the rest of his crew are unaccounted for at this time. Now, we have reconnaissance in the area, and I'll be in touch with you as soon as we have word.
Speak only to me, you understand? Not to my wife.
Very well, sir.
Is everything all right, Joe?
Everything's fine. Thank you. Jack's been missing for 5 days.
How's Rose handling it?
I haven't told her.
You haven't told her? She's the boy's mother, Joe.
Well, I don't want her to go through what I've been going through, not knowing if he's safe, if he's alive. And it's my fault.
How is it your fault?
He shouldn't be in the Navy at all. I fixed it so he could get in. It's my fault.
Why are you here, Joe?
I want you to pray for him.
Of course, I will. Thank you. But God will listen to your prayers, too.
No, he won't listen to me. I've sinned too much in the past.
Joe, you should see a doctor. You're not sleeping, you're not eating.
I'm fine. Yes?
Mr. Ambassador, I have good news. Your son's been found. He's alive. He's been taken to the hospital, but his injuries don't appear to be life-threatening.
Joe?
Sir?
Yes, thank you.
Very good, sir.
He's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow,
Which
nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which no